In the community that I grew up in, what I loved is that we were close enough to the school. We could ride our bikes to school. There wasn't a fear of that. There were kids that we could play with. You could go out, play in your front yard. You had lemonade stands. You had parents that looked out for you. It was a place to be. You loved being in your neighborhood.
I was outdoors all the time. Just go ride your bike. And whether it be friends blocks away or kids across the street, I loved having the friends to play with. And you're right about parents. It seems like everybody felt free to parent each other's children. And I knew that I needed to respect authority just because someone was always looking out for us.
I think a big challenge to having those kind of neighborhoods is we don't know our neighbors. So we don't know when we send our children outside to play if we're sending them out around safe people, because we don't know the names of the neighbor across the street or the kids that are playing with our children. We don't know who their parents are. We all live so isolated and separated that there's no sense of community. So when you send your kids out, you're really sending them out. And there has to be a lot of trust. And I think a big breakdown to that in our society now is just how little we know each other and of each other. I see community renewal having an empowering impact on our communities. Community renewal bridges the gap. And one of the underlying issues for me, I think, is fear. And that's the fear of what we don't know, the fear of somebody being in our business, or the fear of somebody getting to know us and not liking us, that fear of rejection, the fear of vulnerability. And community renewal brings us together to where we can start to get to know what is similar about us. We can build those relationships, and that bridges the gap. So it alleviates fear. The more that we know each other, the more that we spend time together, the more that we build those relationships, the less fear. Then we build trust. Then we build community. And I see community renewal doing that.
The we care period defeats that fear and that rejection that we face, because the period means that we don't have to feel like we're going to be judged for something, or that all these things we're trying to hold close to that we're afraid of being rejected for. We care period says it doesn't matter.
We care period means that we care no matter what your story is, no matter where you've come from, no matter who you are, all of the reasons that the world says we shouldn't care, we care. And it doesn't matter. All of the other stuff doesn't matter. That's why there's a strong period at the end of that. We care. End of story. We care about who you are. We care about your quality of life. We care that you're a part of this. You're a part of our community. We care that you're in our neighborhood. We care that your children want to have a safe place to be and to live. We care, period. And it doesn't matter. All of that other stuff that separates us, it's not in the equation. We care, period. End of sentence.
I love being a part of community renewal because of the widespread reach that it allows me to be a part of. I see community renewal everywhere. I mean, if in the schools where our son is in middle school and is a locker leader, and on the we care period on the back of the police officers' cars when I pull up behind somebody and I know that they're a part of the same belief system I have. I love the Friendship House. The fact that the Friendship House is in the middle of a neighborhood and can be that community center, a place for people to go, their community room that they have where people can be educated on how to further their lives. There are a lot of people that don't have the same opportunities that we've had, and I want to be able to lift people up. And building those relationships and having the opportunity to connect with people that I may not notice until I am connected with a community renewal gives me chances to network in a different way than I've had opportunity for.
We decided to become a part of community renewal because it was something special. It was something different. That we care period statement is exactly who we are. That's the passion of who we are as individuals, who we are as a couple, and the idea that we're gonna go and care about people. We're gonna go and be with one another. That it's such a simple idea, and yet it's something that we as society we just don't do it very well. And it's a beautiful way of experiencing one another in community. So we decided to become a part of community renewal because we want to see our community stronger. We want to leave this world a better place for our children and their children. And this is how we do it. And we believe this will transform lives, and we're seeing it happen here in Shawnee.